My name is Holly. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are dressed as a little farm girl because we're going to be doing lots of farming today out in my garden. It is awful. We just got back from the beach and I came home. We've been going to the beach for a week. If you follow me on Instagram, then you got to see all the fun that we had. And I got home and our garden is a disaster. And even though I am 50% dreading, let's go with more of probably like 75% dreading getting out there today and working in the garden because it is so hot here in Alabama. The humidity is awful. So I'm 75% not looking forward to this, but 25% excited to get out there and get dirty and get all of my weeds pulled, put some more mulch down and just make the garden look a lot better again. So today I thought we're just gonna do a day in the life with me because I haven't done one of those in a while. I feel like y'all enjoy these kind of videos to kind of see like what my new favorite kind of like little products are, what I use every day, what I do during the day while I'm at home. And I thought this would be a great way to show off my garden with you guys. I haven't done that yet. I feel like it just isn't where I want it to be yet, but let's be real, I don't think my garden will ever be like picture perfect, ready to share, because I'm all the time wanting to change things up and put new things out there, new seeds and things like that, and not everything's all in bloom at once. So I was like, I'm just going to take y'all with me. I'm going to show y'all how much of a disaster it is today, and then we're going to clean it up together. So like I was telling everybody on Instagram today, I was like, I look like a cute little farm girl, but now I realize why people really wear this stuff. This is like a little linen jumpsuit. I'll show y'all here in a minute, but it is very breezy. This is because my lips are burnt, and my lips, I have on Young Living's sunscreen right now, so they're kind of white because I have them coated. And I'll be working out in the garden most of the day like this. I don't want my nose or my lips to get any more sun. I have my hair braided in pigtails, so it's off the back of my neck, and then a cute floppy hat to keep the sun off of my face. So you think the little farmers look all cute and all and that like this is a fashion statement? No, it is because all this stuff is very practical. You got to have the right essentials to be able to get out there in this heat to work all day. So before we get out there in the garden, I'm actually going to be sharing with y'all some of the new things. So Young Living released new products for their summer convention, and some of the things I'm going to be using today, and I wanted to share with y'all because they released a lot, but these are my favorites. So I was going to share it with y'all because I unboxed them yesterday and they're still sitting here on the counter. So I'm going to share it with y'all real quick, just run through it. It's just like 4 things. The first thing, I'm going to be using this tonight after being outside in the dirt all day long. I'm going to need this. This is the new charcoal face mask by Young Living, and I used this yesterday whenever I got home from the beach. Absolutely loved it. I knew I was going to. It smells incredible. It has some really good essential oils in it. I believe it has like tangerine, lots of like the citrus oil, so it smells very citrusy. I love this. So I'm going to be using this charcoal face mask on my face tonight after I'm out in the dirt all day. And this one, again, all these products that I'm talking about, they don't have any of that junk that's in it, like those chemicals and just that gross stuff that you're putting on your skin they have no business being on your skin. So all this is all clean, natural, all from plants, and so that's why I always go to Young Living for everything. So whenever they release new products, I get so excited because that's one less thing that I have to use my Think Dirty app on. And if you're not familiar with that, is the Think Dirty app is a little app that you can scan products at the store, and it shows on from a 0 to 10 on how toxic the products are, like how much junk of like chemicals and that kind of thing is loaded in to those products. So if Young Living doesn't have this, I have to go to the store, scan it, and try to find something that rates. I try to stay between a 0 and a 2 is what I try to stay at. And a lot of people are super shocked because a lot of the products that y'all think are clean, like, I'm just going to throw it out there because everybody thinks that this one is, that Mrs. Meyer's, no, it scans an 8 on the Think Dirty app. From 0 to 10, 10 being the worst, they are scanning an 8. So you have to be really careful of the things that you're using. And I was totally shocked about that because I used to buy that stuff all the time. But I wanted to throw that out there for y'all to just do a heads up and maybe use this little app. But with Young Living, I don't have to do that because I know that they all have God's beautiful creation, and you don't have to worry about it being like lab made, like these lab-made chemicals and stuff that are being thrown into our products that we're putting on our skin that just cannot be good for you. It's not good for you. It causes lots of different kind of side effects, from the smallest side effect to the biggest side effect. Just be careful. So I got this charcoal face mask. Super excited about it. The next thing that I was excited about was this golden turmeric. Now, I didn't think that I was going to be excited about this at all because it sounded like it would be gross, and I was like, I'll just take my vitamins. But the more that I learned about this, I was pleasantly surprised. And then whenever I tasted it, I was like, oh, game changer. Even if I didn't have any of those symptoms, I would have taken this anyway because it tastes delicious. The flavor is mango rose, and it smells so heavenly. It's like so it's a powder. I breathed that in too fast. It is a very fine powder, as you can see, so don't breathe it in heavily. We just put it right here and breathe it. But it smells so good. So all you do is you can take, I use my Nature Red sometimes. It's just, we call it the red drink, and it is packed full of antioxidants. So I poured a little bit of that into my glass, and then I just put in a little bit of this turmeric, mix it together, and had me a really good drink that helps support my body in all kinds of ways. This says relax, restore, recover, and support your body's inflammation response. So I loved this. You can also just mix this in water or any other kind of juice, but I loved this. Okay, the next two things, super pumped about. So I only use the Young Living's Thieves Cleaner. Let me show you what that looks like if you're new to my channel. So this is the Thieves Cleaner. So it's highly concentrated. You take a cap full of this, pour it into a 16-ounce spray bottle. I don't know where my other one went. So you take the cap full, pour it in here, fill the rest of it with water, and you can clean everything imaginable in your house with this. All the way from hardwoods to glass, and it does not streak. So this is what I use. This is all plant-based. You can actually spray that in your mouth, and it's made of cinnamon, rosemary, eucalyptus, clove, and lemon. So made of all plants. So Drew even uses this. I do too, but Drew really uses it because he's a lineman. He works outside, so if he gets a scratchy throat, then he will take this and spray it in his mouth, and it helps to coat his throat. The clove in it helps numb his throat from being scratchy. So love that. What other cleaner can you spray in your mouth like that? So this is totally safe, and it is a very effective cleaner. So I had to tell you the backstory on that because they came out with a Thieves kitchen and bath scrub, and we squealed whenever we heard about this. So this is kind of like the concept of Comet, I guess, but a lot more better for your lungs to be inhaling as you're cleaning. Okay, this used to be me. Raise your hand in the comments if this is you. If you are cleaning your house, and as you're cleaning with whatever those cleaners are that you're using, and as you're cleaning, you are coughing, gagging, having to wear a bandana around the house, cleaning the house because all of the fumes that you're setting off in your house as you're trying to clean it. You don't get that from this. This is so good to inhale, and it's like supporting your body as you're cleaning. It's not like killing your brain cells or something as you're cleaning with all those fumes. So that used to be me, and then whenever I started learning more about it and really go into different classes and research, and I was like, why did I ever think that was okay to clean with that stuff in my house? I'm having to clean my house and lift my windows up. So I just thankfully God opened my eyes on that, and I realized how bad that was for me and my family to be cleaning with those things, and I wanted to go to more natural products. So hopefully I opened your eyes today. Okay, so this is the kitchen scrub. So basically I told you it was just common. I haven't even opened this up yet. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna pick some vegetables out in the garden today, clean them with my Thieves fruit and veggie soak, and then we're going to clean the kitchen sink with this. So we'll come back to this later. And then also, last but not least, my next favorite was this. So Young Living, oh wait, hold on, I forgot about this. So this came in a cute little set, and it has this cute little wooden board that you can set it all in, be really cute beside your little kitchen sink. So this is Young Living's Luscious Lemon Scent, and their essential oils are all natural. There's no chemicals in them. They won't this could go on forever. I could talk to you about this. So I have this book that I was reading. You're not even allowed to cuss in the fields. If you're out in the fields working with the plants, have y'all ever heard that thing talk sweet to your plants and talk to your plants? The crazy plant ladies do that. Well, that is because plants are living creatures. So whenever you talk to them and are sweet to them and care for them, they seem, studies have shown that they seem to thrive and grow better. And so whenever I read that with Young Living, the people that are out in the fields working, you have to be in a good mood before you can even go out there to work. There is no cussing allowed, and that's just one of the things that they do, that they go above and beyond to make sure that their essential oils are top notch. All their plants are top notch. They make sure that there is no pesticides. They do lots of soil testing to make sure there's no pesticides or anything any chemicals in the soil before they plant their plants, and they hand pick all the weeds. Like it's all natural. And so whenever the plants come up out of the ground and they are able to bottle them up on their distillery, it is all right there and convenient, and they don't have to add any fillers or grow stuff into their essential oils like most other companies do. So they go above and beyond. So if you're going to be using these things for like natural healing and natural remedies and things like that, you need to make sure that you're using the right stuff. I always tell people this all the time. Think about if you are really sick and you go to the refrigerator and you see Sunny Delight and you see cold pressed 100% all natural orange juice. Which one are you going to grab to make yourself feel better? I'm not going to grab the Sunny D, because that's probably 5% of real orange juice and the rest is full of like artificial flavorings. There's a whole bunch of junk in it to make it seem like orange juice, and it's not. It's probably just going to make you more sick. So make sure you're grabbing the real stuff. Like, do your research. So anyway, this is Young Living released this Luscious Lemon scent for a hand soap last year, and now they came up with this bundle where you can get the lotion, which I'm super excited to use this during the day to keep my skin from drying out from being out in the sun all day. And then this Luscious Lemon Essential Oil. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and pop this one in my 2 diffusers right now. So as I'm coming in and out throughout the day, the house smells fresh and clean and crisp, and kind of to escape the break from the hot humidity in the sun. So we're gonna go ahead and load these into the diffusers, and then we're gonna make us a cold beverage, and we're gonna go outside and start working in the garden. So this is what I use instead of candles or wall plug-ins. Again, after I heard how bad that those things were, all those fumes and chemicals that I was burning into our air of our home for us to breathe in, it freaked me out. And y'all, I used to collect candles. Like I had, honestly, if you know me, you know that I used to go all the time to Bath & Body Works, collect up all those candles each season and just fill them full in my cabinets. And then once I heard all of that, I ended up having to just get rid of all of them. And the only thing that I use now is my essential oils, and these diffusers last all day. I can turn them on, leave it on all during the day as I'm gone. You cannot do that with candles. It will burn your house down. So I'm able to leave the house and come home to beautiful scents that are really good for our bodies to be breathing in and help support our bodies in so many different ways. Another thing I needed to do is pull away some of this dead off of this little plant right here, but we'll do that whenever we get back in from outside. This one is the White Aria. I've told y'all before, it is a showstopper, and it comes with a remote, and then you can make it run for 2, 6, or 12 hours. So I always do the 12, and then it has spa music too. You can turn the spa music on or off. I like to leave it on, or you can actually have the board that you can hook it up to your phone, and you can play music through your phone. So now that we have these 2 diffusers going, it'll help fill up the living area. So as I come in and out of the house, it'll just breathe like a breath of fresh air from being outside in the heat all day. I'm gonna get my water going for today. So I have my big Yeti full of ice and water, and this is what I like to use out there. I used to have 2 more. Young Living has 4 different brands of these for your water, and the other one is grapefruit and lime and lavender and lemon. So it's grapefruit and lime mixed together, and then lavender lemonade together, and they're both delicious, and those have electrolytes in it. But my mother-in-law ran out, so she borrowed some of mine. So right now I just have these 2, which I love. I would have loved to have the electrolyte ones for today, but this one has the energy in it. So these are the Young Living Vitality Drops, and this one is spearmint and tangerine, and this one is jade lemon and berry. Both so good. So you drop these in your water just like little squirts, and I think I'm actually going to use the spearmint and tangerine. It is so good and refreshing, and I'm going to need that for today. So what you do, you can have however much in there you like. I don't really like a lot, just a little squirt, and that's going to help me stay hydrated today. And I like good old just plain fresh ice water, but for the days that I'm going to be really outside and sweating and being just nasty, I need that extra little boost, so I like using these. And also, if you ever have any questions with any things that I'm talking about throughout this video, please email me at simplylakeandlace@yahoo.com. I can help you with the prices of this stuff or how to kind of get started, because it kind of seems like overwhelming. There's just so many things out there that you can buy from Young Living, and most people don't really know where to start, but that's why I'm here to help you. I had somebody help me, and I've just learned a little over time, and I feel like the more that you're interested and really like cleaning up your lifestyle, the more that you'll learn faster, because you're like wanting to learn. That's why I have become a huge fan of Young Living, just because I was ready to clean up during our lifestyles. We are not perfect. We still use, you cannot completely get away from all the toxic things in this world, but just little steps, little by little, helps and makes big changes in your life. I tell everybody, first and foremost, get rid of your candles, wall plug-ins, any kind of scentsy things you have around your house, and all of your cleaners. Use diffusers to diffuse the scents into your home, and then use the Young Living Thieves cleaner to clean everything in your home with, and that is just a huge step right there by itself. So if you ever have any questions, just send me an email, like I said, SIMPLYLAKEANDLACE@yahoo.com. Or if you have Instagram, please send me a message on Instagram. I feel like Instagram is so much easier to keep up with. My emails, why are all these spammy things all the time in your emails? If you have an Instagram, message me over there on Instagram. And most of the time, if I see you're really passionate, I go ahead and give you my personal phone number so we can text back and forth. It's just so much easier to communicate that way, and we got to make this the easiest way that we know how. Okay, here we go, guys. We're stepping out in the heat. So we're going to be trimming these roses back. You can see it in my planter's box. They have just died. I forgot to tell anybody to water my plants while I was going to the beach. And it rained so much the week or two before we went to the beach that I was like, oh, it's going to rain. I'm not even worried about it. Okay, the 1 week that I was gone, it did not rain at all. So my plants got dried up. So we're going to work in that window box today, and let's just go look at all this. It's awesome. So thankfully it rained last night, so I don't have to worry about watering the garden today. Well, I might later this evening, but I don't have to water everything. But we definitely are going to be pulling weeds because, well, and secondly, we're definitely going to be cutting this back because you cannot even walk around this rose. So we're going to be pulling all these weeds, cleaning up this little fire pit area, and then let's go just kind of look around. There's weeds all in this flower bed. Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy work today. We're going to clean out the water fountain because it's just got junk all in it, and we're going to start that back up today. And then out here in the big garden, we're going to pull back some of these weeds that are in here. And I'm going to be putting down mulch all right here because some of my flowers finally started coming up. Gosh, there's so many weeds over here. This garden is doing fabulous. So these are my pumpkins that I feel like we just planted. Cannot wait to see these. I planted white ones and Cinderella pumpkins. It'll be so beautiful. And then we have squash and peas and stuff out here. So this garden's looking great. And then over here we have our tomatoes. We need to pick some tomatoes and peppers. Drew really needs to, I don't know if this will be on video or not, but all of this needs to be weed-eated. So we'll get that cleaned up. We have tomatoes going out here. I need to really get these standing up again. So we'll play with all that in a little bit. And then out here, I think I have a cucumber that needs to be picked. My okra is starting to go up. And then my gosh, at all these peppers, they have gotten huge. That one's fallen over. So I need to stake that back up. And really just do a lot of weeding. Lots of weeding, holy moly. So on this side of the fence, I have my sunflowers coming up and pumpkins, but I need to get the weeds out of here too, and then there's all the mulch. So I'm gonna be taking all the mulch and putting it out here. It's gonna look a lot better whenever I do that and help with weed control, I feel like. So if you watched my YouTube live a few weeks ago, you kind of saw what we were doing out here. It's completed for now. We might do some more fun stuff out here in the fall, but we're really just not going to work that much more out here during the summer months. It's just too hot. But we got it good and established and brought life to it. So I will show y'all like some before and after clips and kind of little things that we did as I am working in the garden. I'm not going to be sharing with y'all me working in the garden. I just feel like that would just be boring. We're not going to do time lapses. I just wanted to show y'all before and after clips so y'all can sit back and watch the before and afters of this little area coming to life as I start pulling these weeds, and then we'll come back. So here is the outside of what our house looks like after winter. a total disaster. We need to pressure wash out here and get some new plants, some new pine straw. I was just going to kind of show y'all the before because it is ugly. My farmer's dream roses look awful. I'm just going to show you it all. It looks so bad. So this is what I have to work with. I need to cut all the dead off of my lamb's ear and then they will come back. I need to get some plants for these little pots. And then back here I need to cut back these hydrangeas. This is a rose. I think this is the quietness rose. So I need to get that cut back. This is the same thing, another hydrangea. And then this is the same stuff over here on this side. And then this crepe myrtle I need to cut back. Just adding a little bit more, definitely to my window boxes. And then back here, we're planning on having a huge garden area. So this is the walkway that will continue on out here. And they've already dished up the garden. Back here by side are pear trees. And then all back here, we're planning on having raised beds. I'm planning on having some trellises made for some climbing roses to go right there. And over here beside these little satellite dishes to cover them up, and then wildflowers all around the house, moving that grill and hopefully putting an outdoor sink. So it is just going to be full of flowers is the plan, all kind of herbs and vegetables. We're not wanting to do landscape because we're just, whenever we move the double wide, we don't want to put all that money into landscaping. Okay, it's a new day. Sorry if it's a little windy out here. Drew and his dad got our fence up, and I do want to get some toppers for the fence at some point. And I'm hoping to be able to do a lot of yard work out here this weekend. Over here, we also got this fence up, and then the living wall that I was excited to get. Looks so good, and this is my Confederate jasmine that I'm gonna be planting on this and letting it grow up. So Drew's tilling up the soil so we can plant everything. I got lots of seeds. Hello! I'm getting pretty tired. The amount of time that I have been out here is unreal. You would think I've had more done than this, but this is hard work. Right now we're working on, I took everything, put it where I thought I wanted it to go in the flower beds. This flower bed is full. It was full of lettuces and spinach, but they are about done. So I think what I'm going to do is pull all of this up. And I do have a couple of strawberry plants in here and marigolds, but I think I'm going to pull all this up and replant like the blue African basil. We plant these strawberries and these marigolds somewhere else and pull up all the lettuces, throw them away, and I'm going to plant this zinnia mix that I have. So these are all vibrant, pretty colors, and I was going to plant them around the fence line, but the fence line is more kind of like softer colors, and these are just really bright and vibrant. So I'm going to make this whole thing right here just full of zinnias so that I can come out here and cut. It will attract the bees and the pollinators to them to help kind of finish getting our garden going, and then I can pull these, cut them, and bring them inside. So that's what I'm going to do. Pull up all this and make this my zinnia little raised bed. It's going to be so pretty. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but I have made my rose bushes naked. I have been out here cutting away with those little trimmers all of this dead and just the ones that was just the little stems that were going everywhere that was so leggy, and I know it's going to help us so much. So I am trying to cut away. I'm still working on cutting away. I've got to go in for a water break, and then I'm going to start wrapping it around, and it'll be a lot less thick than it was, but that's okay. I feel like once I put some of my rose fertilizer on it, then it's going to do a lot better. So we have that stuff cut away and another pile over there. Okay guys, We are sweaty, hot and sweaty. I've got a lot done. I still need to work on that flower box, and I have an idea with this. Up here, I have this lamb's ear that I pulled from that big lamb's ear, and I think I'm gonna pull all this lamb's ear and put it in these flower boxes. In these boxes, I'm just gonna kind of play around with this with what I have, because it's about to be the heat of the summer, and I just cannot keep these things alive in the heat of the summer. So I'm just gonna fill it full of things that I already have. It's not gonna be its best look, but I'm gonna pull all the dead, put some lamb's ear, move this stuff around, and just make this work for now. And then in this big old bucket, I have this butterfly bush that has needed to be planted for a while now. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and plant that one in this bucket and let it get kind of bigger. And then once it kind of gets big and taken off, I'm going to buy another big container like this to put it in. This is catnip, I believe. And this was on the other side of the house. But everything that I plant right here is not making it. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do pots right here until we build one day. It just makes the most sense, and all my stuff in the pots are surviving. So that is what I'm gonna do there. This seems to fill in this area really nicely. So once that butterfly bush gets big, I'll add in some more pots to this area. I've pulled all the weeds from in here, but I'm waiting on my leaf blower to charge so I can blow all of this in the corner, and then I'll pick it all up and put it in the burn pile, and this will look a lot nicer. But for now, we are really hot, so we're gonna make a drink. This is what I've been telling y'all that I have been loving to do. So this is pineapple mint. So I'm gonna pull a few of the foliage off of this, and we're gonna make a fresh, minty, fresh beverage. We'll walk over here real fast. I emptied the water fountain, and I still have to get it filled back up. Okay, over here, this is what I have been using, is this Kentucky mint, but whenever we went to the beach, it got burned up. So I think I'm gonna cut it all back and then let it come back in these little containers. So I'm gonna do that today too. So I haven't tried the pineapple mint yet. Like I said, I've been using this Kentucky mint. My strawberries are still going strong. Already picked a few off of here. Kind of starting to sprinkle out here. It feels really good. And then I was told I had lots of blueberries. I'm gonna come out here and pick the rest of them today. But for now, I'm just gonna grab a handful of them to put in my drink. Can you hear the rain? This actually feels really nice. Look how pretty they are. So it actually came in perfect timing. I don't know if you can hear the rain out there. It's just one of those Alabama storms that will blow in, blow out. So this is how I make my drink. I just take a mason jar full of ice water. You've gotta have a mason jar for it to taste just right. And then I'll put my blueberries in here. Actually, I think I'm gonna squish them because I feel like it'll get more juice in. And then I'm gonna put my pineapple mint, and I did rinse all of this off already. And then I have 2 strawberries. They're small, but it's better than nothing. I'm just gonna slice those up. I'm gonna give it a stir and have a fresh drink to keep me hydrated, because I'm kind of getting a headache. I feel like I've been a little dehydrated. I've been trying to drink a lot of water, but you know how that goes when you're working. You try to battle it out. All right, we're gonna try this drink out. Cheers. I feel like I'm done for the day. But good old Drew got home, so he's finishing weeding that for me. Are you gonna do the mulch, or do I have to do the mulch?
I guess I'm home. So.
Okay, guys, we are done out here for the day. I'm exhausted. It's like 6 o'clock. I was gonna show you some of the things that I have. My lamb's ear, this, I think it's lantana, not vermina. My hydrangeas, and then my quietness roses, which I needed to deadhead these today, but I ran out of time and I'm so tired. So I'll do that another day. And my roses look so much better. They look naked right now, but they will come back and be fuller and prettier than ever. And then the picnic table, like I said, there's still a lot to be done. There's nothing like a wow factor back here, but we're working on it. I redid the boxes, which I need to water those, and then they'll take off. They still look pretty bad right now. And then I have my water fountain going. This is that butterfly bush. It'll be so pretty. It'll get big blooms on it that are a pinkish color. I just have it here sitting in the sun for now. My water fountain. A little outdoor shower. And then over here, this already looks better. We have to get our things blooming though. So we put mulch all around this. And then I have some little seeds that I planted that will come up, and I have a rose. So putting all this down made it look a lot better. We just need all of this to bloom now. Over here we have sunflowers that will grow up this fence, and then in front of the sunflowers we have pumpkins right here. So that's what we have going on this back side. And then the same thing happening over there. On the back side we have sunflowers and pumpkins, and on the front side we have almost duplicate of what all this is, except for different roses. I have climbing roses in the middle that will climb the fence line. And have my zinnias planted, that will be beautiful. So I don't know if you can tell all the work today, but there's been a lot of work done. All the tomatoes are coming in. We've already picked some vegetables. Let's go inside and look at some vegetables we picked. Some tomatoes, banana peppers, bell peppers, cowhorn peppers, squash, and zucchini, and a few green beans. So they're just now coming in. I love this little bowl that I got at an antique store. I've just been storing all of our little vegetables in there until we're ready to wash them off and eat them. I told you I was going to wash them off today with the fruit and veggie soap, but I think I'm just going to wait until we collect a little bit more, and then I'm going to do that. Okay, yeah, I just took a good shower and I needed it, and I'm still drinking on my drink. I feel so dehydrated today. So I am about to use my charcoal face mask because I had dirt all over my face today. Already washed it really good with my Young Living face wash. And now I'm going to wet my face just a little bit. I feel like it helps the mask go on a little bit more smooth. And then once I put this on, I have to let it sit for about 10 to 20 minutes. And then I will finish off my nighttime skin routine. Drew is in there making, he's the cook around here. He's making taco salad for tonight. So he cooks and I clean up the mess. We make a good team. Okay, and it will just start getting like clay on my face. It'll dry and harden, and I won't even really be able to move my face. It'll feel like Botox. I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. Okay, while I'm waiting for this to dry, I saw where somebody did a trick. So I actually have another one of these. I bought a new one. This is the Cherry Lame, and I love this stuff. I'm obsessed. But then I also love this CBD Beauty Boost, and there's no THC in this, so you don't have to worry about failing a test. So I saw where somebody said that they took it. This is like a serum, and they dropped it in here with this Cherry Lame. So I thought, why not? I'm gonna do that and mix it all together. So it'll be 2 in 1. I don't have to use them both at the same time. I need something to mix. Here we go. This little wooden spoon in here. So this is what I'm going to use to put on my face after my face hardens. You can already kind of see it's starting to dry. So anyway, I didn't think that it would. At first I was a little bit scared to do this because I didn't want to be wasteful, but then I was like, well, it'll be like a 2 in 1 thing. So I think this is going to end up being a really good moisturizer right here. And then I'll have this one for backup that doesn't have the CBD Beauty Boost in it. So I'm just mixing it all together. Still smells really good. I was worried that it was going to mess the smell up, but it didn't. Okay. I've been letting it dry on my face now for a good while, and you can see how it's like getting into the pores up close and personal. I'm gonna wash it off, and then we're gonna put on the moisturizer. Okay, all clean. Now I'm gonna take the stuff I just made up and put it on my face. I hope that y'all enjoyed this little day in the life with me out in the garden and hearing about some of the products that I love using. I share them over all the time over on Instagram, but I forget to share them with y'all over here. So again, if you want to try anything, you can just email me or message me over on Instagram. So today was a big outdoor day cleaning up. So tomorrow is going to be a big indoor cleaning day. I have a mess in the house. That's what I like to do. Do y'all do that? If you garden outside, do y'all do that the first day and the second day, clean up your house? I feel like if I clean my house first, then go in the garden, then I just have to clean the house again because I track in all kind of mud and just leave a mess everywhere from just being outside all day. So what I'm going to do is use this rose ointment from Young Living. My lips got sunburnt at the beach, as I already told y'all, and this stuff healed them up like they were burnt and blistered. I do not understand. I do not burn anywhere else, but my lips burn all the time. It's so crazy to me. And I caked them in sunscreen, but I think it's because I lick my lips all the time. So I think that I licked the sunscreen off. So they got burnt and blistered. And whenever I got home, I used this rose ointment just one night, and I woke up and they were already perfectly healed. They are a little dry right here and a little bit sensitive, but nothing like it was. So I know with me using this again tonight and letting it sit overnight again, I will wake up and they'll be healed. That stuff is amazing. I love it. Well, I hope that y'all had a great day with me today. I feel like I haven't done one of these day in the life with me videos in a while, so I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to do any more day in the lives with me or just stick to my basic content. I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your week, and the 4th of July is coming up this weekend. I hope that everyone stays safe and has a good time with their friends and family, and then also don't forget what this weekend is all about. I hope that y'all have a blessed holiday weekend, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye y'all.